guys, just got into from work. Very quick video of a new product I've just had delivered. Yesterday I had one of my worst nightmares. One of my external hard drives that I used to back up all of my footage on started to fail. So what I was sat here last night doing some editing. I have two drives constantly connected to the computer. I have a 1 terabyte Toshiba external hard drive here. That's my workflow, so that's where my Final Cut Pro saves are. That's the one I work off of. And then over here I have a Western Digital My Passport Ultra. Let me just disconnect it because that's the one that failed. So what I was having, I was sat here working last night and this drive, which I say is not far away from me, started to click a couple of times, then would disappear from my computer. My Final Cut Pro, my work was still there because it's all, my workflow is being saved on the other drive, but my actual files are saved on this drive, which meant everything went black. So I could save it, and then as I saved it, the drive came back up. So obviously you try all your checks. I changed the lead, I took it out of my USB hub and plugged it directly into the computer, same problem. So last night, after about 3 or 4 hours, I managed to get the 500 gig of data off the drive. I've saved it up now to my network drive over here, which means I can't really trust this drive anymore. It might be okay for day-to-day stuff. You can use it. I used it for 3 hours straight last night to get the footage off of it that I needed, but I can't be risking it anymore. So what I did, went online last night and started looking for external SSDs. I wanted a minimum of about 500 gig, mainly because an SSD will now become, well, would become my workflow drive. Bloody expensive. The ones I was looking at, 512, is about 180 quid. That's a lot of money for what it is. So what I did a bit of research, and I think I found a way of saving a lot of money, providing it works. So what I've bought is a, I'm going to hold it to that camera there. It's an Orico 2.5 inch SATA USB 3 hard drive enclosure. And what I bought is a KingDian SSD, solid state drive. So this one is 480 gigabytes, and then obviously I've got the drive enclosure. Okay, so this cost me £60, the 480 gig SSD. I know it's from a cheaper make, but I can't imagine there's going to be much to go wrong with it. I'm not using it as a boot drive or anything like that, I'm just using it to work from. And the enclosure cost me £8.70. There are cheaper ones, but the cheaper ones have a switch on the front which actually switches them on and off, which I don't really want because that's just another thing to go wrong. So what I've done is it's just a plain, quick and easy hard drive enclosure. And that's it. So I'm hoping now I can have a 480 gig SSD drive that's going to be a lot faster than my normal external hard drives. So hopefully we're all good. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to do a quick unboxing and I'm going to put it together and we're going to test it. Move some space. Okay, right, first of all, the SSD. I did already open this earlier whilst at work. Let's get rid of the box. Wasn't anything in there? No. Okay, so it is just your bog standard SSD, as you can see there. Well, it's that way around, 480 gigs. Okay, here we have cable, but we're not going to be using that because the actual enclosure comes with everything we need. So I ordered all of this last night on Amazon at 9 o'clock on a Sunday, and it turned up today at 3 o'clock on a Monday. So overnight, brilliant. What else do we have in here? So, okay, it's pretty standard packaging, nothing too exciting. Thank you for choosing. Yeah, I don't really care about all of that. Okay, so we have a USB 3 cable, so a normal standard hard drive cable, some foam pads to stop the hard drive bouncing around, and the actual enclosure. So again, it's not dissimilar to anything else. It's a little bit bigger, but that's because it has a circuit board at one end. So I don't really mind about the size. What I want is it to bloody work, and it's just a bit unfortunate. I've had this now for 4 or 5 years, so it's had some service, but it's just annoying now. I can't trust it. Okay, so installing the actual thing itself is pretty simple. Hard drive, I presume it just slots in there, and then you slide that back on. What we're going to do is, though, we're going to put these pads on, one thicker than the other, so I presume the thin one goes in the bottom. Sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? Okay, so the first pad, I presume, goes in here. I won't lie, that has just taken me nearly 5 minutes to get that bloody sticky back off. Oh my god. Well, I'm hoping this one doesn't take as long. No, okay. This one only took me about 30 seconds. So we'll just install those. Okay, from what I can see, there's no actual fixings on this. So the hard drive just slides in and in. And then the actual case just slides shut. Job done. So it's pretty solid, it's not rattling around at all. Right, so now what we'll do is do a bit of a speed test. Okay, so as you can see, it looks good, it doesn't rattle around, it's pretty solid. Peter McKinnon's just put up a video, brilliant. So hopefully now this does work. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do a bit of a speed test. Anyway, how's the lighting in this video? Got a new, well, my new continuous lighting kit up here on the softbox. Looks a lot better than than it used to be honest. So, am I hopeful enough to just plug this in and it works? Okay, right. So I've plugged the hard drive into my Mac. Lights come on, which is a great sign. It didn't initialize straight away. I had to format it in Mac OS Journaled, I think it was. I can't remember which it was. So let's have a look. Yep, 479.76 gigs available. What we're going to do now is a speed test. Okay, right. So now what we're going to do is a speed test. I've got the Blackmagic Design disk speed test. So what I'm going to do is going to change the target drive. Sorry it's a bit wobbly now, I've gone handheld. I haven't titled it anything yet, so we'll just call it untitled, and let's go. Oh wow, so 416 write, 410.11 on the read, 416, which is brilliant. As you can see down here, that will let me edit in ProRes 422H quality. Don't do anything in RAW or 10-bit. So look, the speeds are looking brilliant. But I'll show you now what I normally get off of my external drives. So let's go to my workflow, start speed test. So that's a massive difference. So I actually think this is going to help my my editing. Mainly because, like, recently, because I've been using external hard drives, so I've been doing quite a bit of 4K stuff, I have to optimise the media and then create proxy media, and it just takes effort. So now I'm hoping, with this drive and how fast it is, I'm going to transfer all my stuff from my workflow to this drive, and then work from this drive as my workflow, and then use my other one as my backup. Well, there you go, guys. It actually works. I'm quite impressed. It's, like I say, it saved 120 quid, 110 quid. Yeah, 480, so it's not quite 500, but still 480 is quite a lot of space. I know the box is a little bit bigger than the other hard drive, but the speed is 4 times faster, which will massively help when editing videos in Final Cut Pro. So I definitely recommend one. You can get a cheap SSD, 250 gig now, for like 20 or 30 quid. Again, 250 gig of space is brilliant. Would definitely recommend it. I haven't had, well, I've only just started using it, so I haven't had any issues. But what I'll do is, if you keep an eye on my Instagram and our Facebook page, if I have any problems, I'll post it on there. But to be honest, I can't see it. There's no moving parts. I'm not going to trust it fully straight away with all of my editing stuff, my workflows. What I do is I will make up a backup of everything. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it's brilliant. I'm so glad it came so quick. It's Amazon and they're brilliant. Well, cheers for watching, guys. It does mean a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. We've got a Facebook group, #media. We've got an Instagram, YT, #media, and a Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thanks very much.